Ba 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 ba. Okay, now just to sit here and kind of politely talk to myself for a few moments, whilst I wait to see if anyone's there. Hello, friends. Can anyone hear me? It'll be about a 10-second delay. Oh, why hello there, Tanya. Man, you guys really surprised me today, and I guess I'll have to wait to see if you guys can hear me say this, but like, I was like, oh man, because I looked up at the clock and it was like 7:40 because the sun is throwing me off and I actually don't have any clocks in my office or most of the house because I even deleted them off my tablets and my phones because it was to the point where I would look at a clock and be like, it's 4 p.m. I should have an episode out right now. And I had to break that habit, so I got rid of all my clocks. So today, the day, one of 3 days out of the week I need a clock, I looked up and it was 7:30 and I was like, oh, it's too late. People won't want to watch a stream when it's so late. And yet here you guys are. Oh, hey, Renee. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Domi. Oh my gosh. So welcome everyone. All right. Glad to see you guys tonight. Gosh, how's your week been going? This is gonna be super duper chill, by the way. And hello. Hello. Just me here in Zoo Crafting. Hi. How you doing, guys? It's gonna be a really chill night. We're gonna be doing some tree planting because I'm kind of a couple months behind, to say the least, on planting the patron trees for the year. Let's not even talk about last year at this point. So we're going to be planting some trees and just talking. For those of you old school patrons who have been around for a while, you know how chill this goes. Very chill. And you guys can ask me all of the forbidden questions, by the way. So for those of you who are new around here, this is the moment you might have been waiting for. You can ask me the forbidden questions. Like, where's WolfQuest? Where's Warrior Cats? And other details that normally I'm like, silence! Silence in the classroom, children! And we basically just chill. It has a little bit more of a adult theme to it. Just meaning like, you know, still me. Still PG Siri pants. But you know, we're kind of, it's been a nice weekend. A lot of us are gearing up for a week of work, and we're just chilling. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, Domi. Sorry. We're gonna be planting some trees, which means don't panic. We're going into creative mode, because you're gonna see why. This is gonna be like some of the most epic tree planting ever, but I need to make sure I have all of my gear off just in case I accidentally mess something up in creative mode. So let's toss all this in here. There we go. Hey, Martha. You're gonna have quite the Easter surprise for everybody, aren't you, my dear? Oh my gosh. Oh, Jack, I love you. Is there even a last year? Nope. Oh, I know a lot of us have felt like that, like at least for 2016, but it's been a good year for 2018 for me so far, I think. All right, so let me go ahead and wiggle over. Like seriously. Oh, hey, Beth. This will be really, really relaxed compared to the usual pace. Also because I've been really busy all day. The reason we didn't have the usual stream on Sunday night is because Chips is studying for his PhD candidacy right now. He has the big test, the prelims, which is apparently where you walk in and you get grilled for 3 hours in a room with the mentors who have been watching after you for 3 years. And you either walk out a candidate or you don't. And that's kind of a big deal. So the next couple weeks, just so you guys know, might be really interesting. Because I am going to focus on being present for Chips, even if that just means like available at the drop of a hat. He needs tea. I was there with tea today. He needs dinner. I had it fresh cooked and waiting in the fridge so that he could eat it whenever he could look up from, it looks like a sandcastle tower wall of books around him. So just for the next week, like my birthday is actually on Tuesday, so I might be busy this week because of that. But next weekend's live streams might be a little iffy. Just so you know, the next couple weeks of weekend live streams that we've been really good about getting into a habit for might kind of go poof for just a little while because I'm going to be present for Chips above everything. And sometimes that means doing laundry just out of the blue to kind of have that calm, relaxing atmosphere of, look, the house is being maintained and taken care of behind you. You don't need to fret, darling. Here are some chocolate chip cookies, darling. Or even just, you know, when you're working on something really hard and nobody but you can do it, but you kind of like the quiet company of somebody like reading a book. I'm going to be present for Chips with that. So that'll be interesting. Oh gosh, yeah, you guys are on it. You guys are totally like latched on like hawks to the whole thing that's going to be happening with Martha. I'm going to be working on trying to make a cool Easter surprise with Martha where she's going to run away from home and lay some very interesting eggs. And that's all I will tell you for now, because I haven't made it happen yet, so it's going to take some work. And Easter is a lot closer when you produce videos than you would think. And I'm hoping it'll turn out really well, but we'll have to see. I think she's going to be having some funky colored eggs being laid pretty soon. Also, thank you so much. Oh yeah, Beth. Oh, thank you, Renee. Thank you, Retta. Thank you, Domi. Domi. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Domi-chan. There we go. Now I got it. I really appreciate the kind words for Chips. I will pass that on when I can speak to him in English again. I think that it's just a haze of Chinese around his head right now. All right, but we're flying. We're actually flying because while we just chat and kind of have like some private downtime where you guys can ask me whatever you want and we'll kind of chill. If you don't know, we're supposed to plant patron trees every month, and my anxiety over the issue got so bad that for a long time now I haven't been able to plant the trees because I would have like panic attacks of like, what kind of trees should I offer people? Trying to do it live on stream where people picked the trees turned into big chaos. It basically was just one heckadoodle after another is what I'm trying to say. So we changed the way we do trees, but we do have trees, and every month, those of you who are of the tree planting tier of patrons are supposed to get trees planted in zoo crafting. And finally, my anxiety is calming down, and I'll make some vlogs about the huge life changes I've done to not be like falling apart and burning out and terrified all the time, because I really hope it can help some of you guys maybe. But the moral of the story is, today is March 24th, my little brother's birthday, by the way. He turned 24 this year, actually. That's kind of cool. But he turned 24 this year. And what is in my barn? Aster Seed, get over here. There's a goat called Not My Pork Chop. I don't remember this goat. But apparently we have this goat. Oh man, the public streams here at the farm are going to be fantastic. This is going to be awesome. All right, let me scooch up a little bit. Oh, Beth, that is so cool. Yeah, Beth, that's so cool that you work in museum studies, by the way. I know that's something Chips was thinking about, but he loves teaching and writing so much. I think we're thinking about like dreaming, like, wouldn't it be cool to move to Japan for a year and you could just like write your books, which would be amazing, but who knows if that could ever happen. Maybe if I'm really careful and make a lot more WolfQuest videos. Renee, do you remember Not My Pork Chop? Because I don't eat pork chops. And he's just chilling. Oh, and thank you, Jacqueline. But yeah, today is my brother's birthday, and the whole reason I was telling you guys that is that it is March 24th, my little brother's birthday today, my friends. And that, my friends, means that it's March, almost April. And today, on this very day, we are going to be planting the January Patreon trees. Just the January ones. You'll see why. It's going to take us a hot minute to finish all of them because this is going to be a special, amazing, fantastic, magical, literally new biome that we are going to be adding to our world, full of potential for storytelling. I am so excited about this. But eventually we will catch up with ourselves, and in the future you guys will be able to join us as we actually, the same month that they are due, plant the trees. But I deeply appreciate your patience. Being able to get to this point has actually been a huge process of overcoming burnout and feeling creatively crushed, and just the anxiety of having thousands of people be like, "Where is Warrior Dance?" in my ears and eyes like every single day. I got another red inked letter from a child who like sent me threats for not making Wolf Quest last week, actually. That's why I don't open snail mail on public camera anymore. But that's sad things. Anyway, it's taken me a long time to get here, but thank you guys for that. And I'm really excited because I'm really falling in love with zoo crafting more. I actually have a special event. Basically, daily zoo crafting for the week after my birthday. I looked at the calendar and I realized it's probably not in the cards at this moment because we have so many series going on to do daily zoo crafting after it's been like a week after my birthday. But for the week following my birthday, I actually was able to get daily zoo crafting done and a little side quest. And my heart just feels like it's getting fixed, guys. And I just can't thank you guys enough for all of that patience. So thank you very much. But yeah, Retta, that's actually pretty typical with the little Wolf Quest threats. Thankfully, I can just kind of be like, and toss them now. But it took a while to get here. Anyway, all of that to say, thank you for your patience. And we're going to be planting today magic beanstalks. And not just magic beanstalks, we are going to be making a cloud kingdom, or at least the floral, fluffy beginnings of a cloud kingdom. I think we may even have some special like glowing pea pods that we will have to attach to our magic beanstalks, since this was the January tree that you guys probably saw over on the Patreon. And I'm really excited because once we create this area, it will be a place where in the future we will be able to do side quests and all sorts of streams to build up a magic kingdom where we can do special trades. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh gosh, and right, Beth. Thank you. Yeah, zoo crafting brings me a ton of joy, and the whole reason I was saying we're gonna have daily zoo crafting again is because I think those of you who have been around for a long time will know that that translates into, oh, Siri is feeling really good. Like how much zoo crafting and what zoo crafting things we're doing is to this day still an amazing metric for how well I am doing emotionally and like as a human being. So it's pretty funny, but it's just the truth. Oh, hey Blaze. So I'm really happy and excited. And thank you guys for that. Sorry, I got kind of rambly. I have to shift gears because when we are doing public streams, I literally cannot read all of the comments, but when it's just us, we can chill. All right, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 magic beans. These come with Twilight Forest, just so you know. And you have to plant them in like some sort of special soil that I can never remember. The uberous. How would you even say this word? You have to plant them in uberous soil. There we go. Yeah, backlog. They actually are. I post it on Patreon, and I list like the trees that are available for that month, and then the different tiers can pick from that. But it just never seems to work out very well because I don't think people see that even when I post it in the Discord. But I think that this will work out. And also a lot of people like want the trees, but they don't want to pick the trees, as weird as that sounds. And so I think this will work out. I'm picking like a special tree and a normal tree every month, and they're going to be super special because like this is a magic beanstalk. This is going to be awesome. Astroseed, stay there. I flew you over because Astroseed is often faster. The soil from which ubers are grown. Oh my gosh, Renee. But all right, so enough of my rambling. I've been very introspective today. So yeah, we're gonna make a magic beanstalk forest. And I was thinking, because I want to make like Hope Leaf Village is what I want to call the little farming community I want to start up. I want to have the Meadow of Horses where we will be able to raise all of our horses. Oh, hey, Osha! What's up? Nice to see you tonight. But we're gonna have the meadow of horses and then my little farm, which will probably grow quite a bit and probably cover like all of this area. And then I kind of, at the edge of where we have, yeah, the edge of where we have this big forest that's kind of going to be our mythological creature crossover forest. I think we'll use a different location for our dinosaurs at this rate, maybe. I kind of wanted maybe over here to build a magic beanstalk forest. And I thought what we could do with the magic beanstalk forest is basically make a cloud kingdom that we could go visit, but maybe I want it just a touch further away, because this actually might end up needing to become where Hopeleaf Village officially is built. Because I want to make a like almost Stardew Valley-esque village where we can send villagers and we can make NPC villagers and have trades. I need to make somebody to take in all of those farm dogs and cats that we just got. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Backlog, this is a different kind of magic beanstalk, but it's pretty cool looking. It spreads like a little cloud at the top, I think. Oh, Osha, I hope you're feeling better. Getting the flu sucks. All right, we're gonna actually fly and see if we can find a good spot to start. I want the Cloud Kingdom kind of close to the magic of like when I say a magic crossover jungle, I want to put like cow plants in this jungle. I want to put like, you know, animals that are half pun, like a bugbear that's half bug, half bear, or a sun bear, which is like sunny and maybe like drops glowstone. I want to transform, like, have you guys ever seen Piper's Daily Paintings, like Piper's Daily Pictures on Twitter? I have his book, Piper Daily Painting. Yeah, this guy. Have you guys ever seen him? Because he basically does like adorable sketches that are usually about like a wallaby. Hello, I would love to have a wallaby. What? That is so cool. Oh man, but yeah, I basically want to have like a pun forest. A hippopotamus. Oh, these are so cute. Yeah, that's what I want to turn that jungle into, basically. And since that's good, because I was going to put dinosaurs over here, but I think it would be fun to have just like one designated area for like mythological creatures, like if we get a Pegasus or the unicorns. Creepers, for instance, the mobs in Minecraft, things that aren't real life animals, I want to put them in this jungle instead. So somewhere over in this section, past Hopeleaf Village, I want to put the Cloud Kingdom. So let's fly over there and see if we can find a good spot. East of the jungle in that unexplored part. Well, I also don't want it too close to, like, there's east of the jungle. Over here is actually Village of Light's entire territory. And then over here, this could work. But I kind of want it near the farming village. So let's fly this way and see what we've got. Just in case. Yeah, a kiwi garden with kiwi birds and kiwi fruit. Like, I love it. Oh, yes. And we definitely, that's a great idea. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. We should have the maybe like the king and queen. I was thinking a queen of this land. Or maybe a magician. We should make a bunch of clouds that actually drop food. We should make a whole bunch of clouds that drop food as part of this. That would be so fun. Oh, how big is this water? We could actually make the Cloud Kingdom over the water, and that would be amazing. Except it needs to be a lot bigger than this, because we have 8 of these to plant, and it's going to be pretty large. Let's see. Oh, that is to the west. Thank you. Sorry, Beth. I'm pretty bad with directions. It frightens Chips sometimes. Let's see. We deleted, like, all of the chunks of the world that didn't have things built on them. And as a result, everything is brand new. This is so cool. I mean, this is a pretty hefty sized pond lake thing. But, and if it goes this direction, oh, the flower forest regrew. Oh, this is so cool. The flower forest came back. That is so much fun. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. I think this area over here, like going out over the lake and through some of this little swamp, I'm gonna turn into, here, let me pull chat up so I can see what you guys are doing. There we go. But yeah, I think I'm gonna turn like this area, connecting the flower forest and maybe over here into the Cloud Kingdom. Let's fly over here and kind of fill in this area so we can figure out what we're doing. But that might be really fun. The Cloud Kingdom might need to spread, but maybe it'll just have like a little chain of clouds that will lead to more Cloud Kingdom somewhere else. I know, isn't the flower forest so pretty? It's been a long time since we've gone there. We should definitely go ahead and visit it sometime soon. Is it? Oh, we should have a little Alice in Wonderland cafe, Blaze. That's such a great idea. I love how creative you guys are with all of this. All right, let's just fill this out. Look at this. What is going on down there? Beautiful, weird waterfalls. Man, I would love to do some exploring. We need to do some, what do you guys think about some, oh yeah, this place. Heck, I forgot about this place. Alex made this like donkey days ago. What? Blue Cap Shack with Stanley. I totally forgot about this. An oasis for the weary traveler, except we're in the rainforest. That's it. And he's got tons of pugs. And there's a, oh my gosh. Okay, this is clearly meant to be someplace touched by magic, if you ask me. There's several of the, these are little towers that have like hidden treasure in them. So I'm gonna fly back over. Yeah, flower forest goes here. We'll start the Cloud Kingdom kind of towards the water there. Okay. We'll get this up. I know Bob's cousins are in the trees here. This is just amazing. All right. Oh, there's a lot of Bob's family. Holy days. And this is actually a good spot. There's an int here. Here's a nice pond. I think it'd be really cool to be able to actually build this, the start of the Cloud Kingdom kind of in the water and then send it that direction. All right, so you guys ready? This first one is actually your tree, Jack. So hopefully this will go well. I don't know if this actually works in the water. And once we start planting these, well, once we start planting these, they're gonna be, as you will be able to tell, a permanent addition to the zoo. But it's close to where I want to plant Hope Leaf Village. It connects to the flower forest. This is clearly a magic touched jungle that we can probably expand Hope Leaf like Village into. It's next to the crossover jungle where we'll have all the crossovers and puns. All right, you guys ready? Jack, this is actually, because you're at the top of the list for January. This is actually going to be your spot. Does this look like a good spot? I'm hoping it'll be a good spot. I think it's a good spot. This is going to be really fun. Huge projects. We're going to look back in 2 years and be like, yeah, remember? That was before King Potato and Princess Spud got married. And they had all of their mashed potato children. Yes, I did, Beth. I did get a seashell that actually shoots cake for some reason from one of those towers. So I can't wait to explore more of those towers. That'll be fun. All right, here we go, Jack. 3, 2, 1. Meh. Oh no, my tree. Okay, hang on, Jack. We're trying again. 3, 2, 1. There we go. This is a magic beanstalk, friends. This is what the magic beanstalk looks like. It's gonna be perfect right next to the flower forest, if you ask me. You got a big one, Jack. I'm not used to them being quite so tall. Here is the top. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Okay. All right. And then here is what we are going to do with these. Okay, we're going to settle down a little bit right here. Looks like the Cloud Phoenix has been by. Give me just a minute. And this is how we create a Cloud Kingdom. So this is pretty cool. Isn't this so incredible? And we're gonna be able to make like ways to get up here. And then once we get up here, we will find ourselves, hopefully, eventually, as the magic begins to blur into the realm of Zudesia, as my spirit and soul begin to connect with the land once more through the quiet daily acts of gardening, ironically. This is the little things that count for joy in life, if you ask me. We will find that the magic of the realm expands more and more to invite in new realms and creations like the Cloud Kingdom. And I think it'd be really fun if they actually trained a bunch of magicians in the Cloud Kingdom to make those, make little clouds that actually drop different types of food. And maybe that's because we're way up here. So the Cloud Kingdom citizens clearly need a way to eat, right? And it's very dangerous to go up and down a giant beanstalk. So what if the cloud citizens actually practice magic to try to teach the clouds to create the resources that they need? To like, oops, there's gonna be a cloud way on the ground down there now. I know, right, Tanya? All of the stories that we could do. All of the stories, but I like the idea that maybe they have to use their magic to train the clouds to bring them the resources that they need. And that is why we might have a bunch of clouds that drop food. So we might have meatballs. We might actually make like a little cloud and it drops a bunch of meatballs because that is one of the mages' works. That's so fun. Oh, Tanya, I'm so glad that that's soothing to watch. This is why it may not be soothing to watch. This is why we may actually have to make a whole bunch of pea pods shaped. We might have to make some pea pods, actually. Huge stock. Let's see if we can make some glowstone pea pods really quickly. This is so cool. And then I have to figure out how to put like a name thing somewhere. And yeah, a sign somewhere. And then eventually we'll have to make like a bridge, but we might make that a whole quest. For today, we're just planting the trees because I want to leave a lot of it up to chance. And I want to leave a lot of it up to the possibilities of what could happen. Okay, hang on. Oh, cumulus casters, Redaroo. That's a fantastic idea. Cumulus casters or misty mages. Oh, the Moonworm Queen. You know what, Beth? That's actually a lot faster. And I bet Moonworm Queens love... I bet they just love the taste of this. So why try to chisel something and put more strain when we can just schmack? Hey, back off, buddy. Schmack. No! Stay, buddy! Stay! Oh my gosh! Hang on, guys! Oh, what do we do? Okay, Safari. Okay, hang on. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Get in! Okay. Oh! Oh! Okay, didn't think that through. Didn't think that through. Phew! We're safe. How did you pick a chunk off a beanstalk, you goose? Okay, sorry. I had to have this guy in my life. What I want to do is I want to actually maybe cure him with you guys and put him inside my farmhouse as a surprise for the next public stream. Whoops. Okay, that was an accident, but I guess a little bit of fog on the ground. Okay. Let's just, oh, thank you, Beth. This is so much magic bugs for the beanstalk. This is going to save me so much more time. All right, Jack. I hope you like mine that your beanstalk is now covered in bugs, but they are the best bio-friendly bugs. Woo! I couldn't resist, guys. Did it put my life at deep risk? Yes. But I don't mind because villager friend. We're gonna cure him at the end of the stream, and we're gonna leave him inside of my house, I think. Yeah, this is why the cloud people refuse to leave. They try to go down to get a snack and they turn into zombies. This is too terrifying. That's why they have to stay up there and practice their cumulus casting and their misty mage arts. Oh, I love storytelling and story building with you guys. It's gonna be fun. It'll be a slow process to make all of this come to life, but I've just been doing so much thinking about like what I want to do with the rest of my life lately. Does that happen when you turn 31? Maybe it happens when you turn 31. But the long story short... Oh, do you love Enderman? Well, he's doing good down there, Jack. Don't you worry. Do you want to name your beanstalk like Enderman's Ladder or something? You can name it whatever you want. We'll give him fancy names. Okay, there we go. Can they stick to this? No, I thought not. Alright, there we go. But it'll be a long time before we like manage to get the whole kingdom built, most likely. Maybe I'll just get into like a flurry of private streaming with you guys that makes it happen. But the whole point of saying that, oh, they even kind of look a little bit like weird squishy pea pods, is that we'll look back a few years later and be like, oh man, do you remember? Looks awesome. Because I've been thinking about what I want to do with the rest of my life, and somehow zoo crafting kept coming up. I want to tell stories. No matter if I have to work like 2 jobs to make it happen, I still want to be in zoo crafting and sharing it with you guys. So we'll make it happen. Anyway, Renee, it happens in your 30s for sure. That's so funny. No, I don't have Friender Pearls actually backlog. It's kind of weird to call the zoo crafting mods a pack too, because it was never a pack I downloaded. I downloaded all of the mods individually, and they just kind of became this. But all right, Jack, would you like to name your tree? Because I gotta plant a few more of them in just a second. Let's do the ethereal fancy sign. Enderman Ladder? Okay, we're gonna name your tree Enderman Ladder. And I'm gonna put a few lily pads down around it. And maybe a odd little lily pad bridge. Clearly not natural. But how did it get there? Who knows? Nobody knows. Yeah, this is one of the rare times building the things with you guys is one of the rare times that I'll use creative in zoo crafting. I'm very particular about not losing my fun of the challenge. But this looks good. All right, good. So here we are, very first one. Actually, that's kind of bright green. What about willow? This is better. Okay, and right here, we have text up, Enderman's Ladder. Ta-da! Planted by Jack. There we go. Wonderful! Oh, that's so cool. Now you're like a mysterious hero of the Cloud Kingdom, Jack. That is so fun. All right, 1 tree down. But we figured out the pattern that we're going to be doing now, so I think that it'll go a little bit faster now that we figured that out. Oh, hey, Renee! Oh yeah, thank you guys. I love answering questions. I'm going to drink a lot of tea and water, by the way, so hang on. I spent all afternoon recording like 12 videos, so my throat's a little tired. Ah, there we go, 1 tree down. Let me go ahead and start on the next one. I want to try to keep them a little, no, tree. I'm going to tree to keep them. A little bit close. There we go. You guys might want to watch out. I had a cat once in the other world who like died because it got too close while I was trying to do things. So just be careful, little piggoos. Careful, sheep. I warned you. Jeez, sheep. Ah, I'm sorry. No, stay back, Pigoo. Oh my gosh, everybody is not listening. Get off of here, Pigoo. Things are gonna go bad for you if you're not careful. Okay, 2. Okay, things are bad for me. This is why we do this in creative. Oh, there we go. Wow, that's a lot closer to each other than I was expecting, and it grew into this tree. But now we have Treen's tree, which is good. Oh, whoa, it really grew like much different than the other one. Okay. Ha, much better. I know, this is gonna be so fun, guys. I'm so excited to get the Cloud Kingdom up. Unfortunately, we lost a pig, which makes me feel a little badly. But he did kind of get in the way, the silly thing. Let's go ahead and fly up and start the clouds. And then we'll make the next one. This is going to be interesting. This is Treen's tree, just so you guys know. It's really different. Wow, that's so cool. And we'll connect the clouds together. This is why we have to do it in creative, because like I don't even have access to this stuff in survival to begin with. All right, let's come over here. Oh, that's so cute, Retta. Maybe pigs are friends in the Cloud Kingdom. Or maybe like, I wonder, what if the Cloud Kingdom abducts cows? You know how aliens are supposed to abduct cows? What if the Cloud Kingdom abducts cows? Like, because they need the milk. So there's all those rumors of like aliens who steal cows and abduct them. But what if it's actually, what if it's actually like Cloud Kingdom clouds that are unidentified flying objects flying over and kidnapping a cow because they need some milk? Oh, that'd be hilarious. Oh my gosh. I love how this is coming together. All right, we'll go ahead and plant trees. Twisting beanstalk. There we go. Let me get the clouds put down. Clouds make for very interesting building material. I remember it was quite the challenge to get the Cloud Kingdom for, or like the little clouds set up around the Phoenix's tree. Okay, there we go. And we'll light up spots that I notice are dark. Hide your cows, Renee. All right. Oh, and yeah, Jacqueline, you remember Angel from the old world. All right, where's my tea? Okay. So how did zoo crafting start? Asked Renee. Well, I really wanted to do something with like Zoo Tycoon 2, but in a little bit more of a dynamic way. And I watched by accident actually the Yogscast play Minecraft, and they did some farming, and that was before I found out like various things that made me stop watching the Yogscast and whatnot. But this was back in like my very like 1 year and 2 months or whatever into having found my very first YouTube video ever, which was just Jessa's Sims 2 series. So I saw them like farming, and I saw them using all of these interesting mods for I think one of their like blast off series where they would try to launch to the moon. And I realized, oh, there's so many cool mods that have animals. And thankfully I had arrived at just the right time, because a lot of the dinosaur and the animal mods were really starting to pick up steam, like Mo Creatures and Harvestcraft. Oh, hi, Witch. Well, are you a misty mage coming to summon potatoes upon our heads? I don't mind. Just, you know, welcome. So that's how I saw Minecraft in the first place, was through the Yogscast. And they were doing something that had plants. And I was like, wait a second, there's plants in Minecraft? Because I didn't even own the game at the moment. But I had played it before, and I had been terrified out of my mind, by the way. All right, hang on one second. Treen's twist of, let's see. Treen's twist of peace. Whoops. That's what I'm going to name this one. I hope Treen will be happy with that name. I'm going to move it up a little bit. And up and of peace. But yeah, I watched a modded series by the Yogscast. That was back when Panda was still doing things, if you guys know about the Yogscast. So it was a very, very long time ago, in a way. And I realized, hey, there's plants in this game! Because I had played Minecraft once before when it was like brand new. They had just released pumpkins when I played it. So, the first time. So let me actually look that up because I'm curious now. When did Minecraft add pumpkins? In the Halloween update, in 2012. That's both longer ago and not longer ago than I thought. So yeah, I saw the pumpkin, like I played Minecraft one time. I had a friend who was like, hey, you should play this. It's totally the cool thing. And I tried it, and then night came and a spider came for me, and I dug a hole in the ground like this. I was so scared, I was shaking. I dug a hole in the ground like this, I put dirt over me, and then I sat there for almost like 8-10 minutes listening to these creatures trying to come and eat me. And I was so terrified, I said, I'm not playing this, and I didn't. I just stopped. So all the years later, I was watching the Yogscast and they played a modded version, and I wondered, could I rebuild Zoo Tycoon 2? Could I make a zoo in Minecraft? And the idea, I love sandbox games, and the idea of basically having a big giant free world to explore and to find animals and plants and bring it back sounded really awesome. So I decided to give it a try. And I spent about, I had never played vanilla Minecraft before, but I played so much modded Sims 2. I wasn't going to start with modded or like vanilla Minecraft. I only played Sims 2 with mods. Why would I play Minecraft without the animals? So without playing vanilla Minecraft, I downloaded Minecraft. I installed as many mods as I could get working. I spent about 2 months getting the mods working so that I felt I had everything I needed to build a good zoo. And I took off. I started the series. And that was the beginning of it. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that! Yes, we got another one. I need to get moving. This is Perry's tree, by the way. And I think I need to start moving them a little further apart and towards that direction. But we're doing good, guys. Oh. Yeah, little swimming elephant. But yeah, it's just really funny. I knew that it had plants. I knew I liked modded games. And I didn't even know it was a big thing on YouTube yet. I knew that the Yogscast had done Minecraft videos and other people were doing them, but I had no idea that it was such a huge thing and would end up beginning a new career for me and would end up building one of the most amazing community opportunities I've ever had a chance to be part of. So, oh, now I'm gonna get all teary-eyed over Minecraft. So thank you, modders. Without you, I would have never shown up. Oh. Your first night, oh. Oh my gosh, Jacqueline, I swear, if I had run into an Enderman my first night in Minecraft, I would have been done. I would have been like, forget this. It's not happening. But that's what happened. And then I did zoo crafting all by myself for a long time. And I'm actually, to be completely honest, you guys have probably figured it out by now. I am a solo player. I get really anxious when I do collaborations with people. Because I'm so anxious, and then it's just always such a headache. It's amazing when people can do collaborations. Whoa, I'm getting dizzy going around this spiral. I think we'll go up and down one direction. Or even back up a little bit and see what we can shoot. Ha-ha! But I'm pretty much a solo player, I found, and I just have come to respect that about myself instead of trying to force myself to do collaborations just because you're supposed to as a YouTuber. Because I still appreciate and really love, like, supporting other people's work so much. But man, it is a lot more stressful than I can put into words to try to put both of your guys' reputation on the line and to get all the bits and bobs up and going. So I was just doing zoo crafting myself by myself, and then Calf contacted me because he wanted to do a zoo series and asked if why don't we just do the same thing. And I thought it was kind of cool that somebody wanted in on like the zoo stuff, and he said he knew all these cool mods and like a network and things, and I didn't really know what those meant, but I thought I would give it a try. So that's how we ended up with Calf, and Caffers was just like an online friend of his at the time. And this is going to be Perry's. We need some cool alliteration going on here, I think. Perry's perfect pea pods. Perry's perfect pea pods. Maybe? I think that'll work. But yeah, Kaffers was just a friend that he knew online. I think that'll do for now. I can always change that name later. The name is one of the least important things. Oh, thank you, Renee. Yeah, like when I do the You Ate She's, I literally am like so happy to be there with the girls. And I really like deeply appreciate and respect everybody I've had the opportunity to record with and work with. But I mean, remember guys, like I am a socially anxious creature and I've done very good at overcoming it. But I always try to be very public about the fact that like I lived in a basement for 3 years because I had such bad agoraphobia. I refused to go out because I thought everybody would hate me. that kind of stuff doesn't go away just because you have some fancy sub count. But it is something that I work with love and gentleness. But it's a different kind of beast to do collaborations, which is why I don't right now. Let's try this one. Nope. Watch out, chicken. Things might get really interesting. Wee! Man, I've really got to start giving a little bit more space between these, but this is awesome! By the time I am done planting just the epic trees, we're gonna have something fantastic. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little tired, so I don't mean to ramble on about like being an anxious goose. I try to be really, really authentic and honest when we do these private streams, because I've been told by people in the past, like, moments where I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have said that. They want somebody happy and like fun. That those kinds of statements really help them to like overcome a lot. So that's why in these private places I feel like I can try to say important things even if I feel like a goose for it. Oh yeah, Beth. Like I don't anymore. But when I was 23, I flunked out of college for the second time. Because I could not bring myself to leave the house. And unfortunately my parents were in a mental place where they could really help me. So I just stayed in the basement for 3 years playing like online games. And I think that you can actually stay home. Like I mostly just stay home or go on walks. I'm not social in real life because I still get tired. I'm not anxious anymore. I'm just kind of disinterested in like hanging out with big groups because it's just not me. And it took me a long time to realize it's not a sign of like failure. There's going to be a cloud on the ground now or anything if I want to stay home instead of like go out. It just means I'm an introvert. But anyway, thank you. Yeah, when I was 23, I just stopped leaving the house. I left the house 7 times in 3 years. And the thing that got me out of the house was plants. I realized that I wanted to take pictures of flowers. So I got my old camera and I told myself the flower doesn't care what I look like. The flower doesn't care about saying mean things to me. So we're just gonna go ahead and focus on one flower every day. And the first day I went 4 houses. I took a picture of a flower that was on the side of the road from someone's garden. And I ran home and I think I fell asleep because I was so exhausted from going out that first day. But by the 7th day, like a weekend, I was going across to the other streets and I was starting to search at the edge of the forest. Oh, hey, a werewolf. To try to find where more flowers were. And by the end of the year, I had almost a year's worth of flower pictures and no problems going outside anymore. And I was so busy wondering like how the plants were doing, I didn't care what the people thought. So I did get over like the worst of my agoraphobia that way. And I got a job. I started earning money. And so I think maybe that's one of the reasons I'm so grateful that I've never lost my passion about plants, because it literally saved me. The thing that everybody else just rolls their eye at, like my family always joked they knew who had the camera last because it wouldn't be people or things, it would be pictures of flowers. But it saved me. Loving plants and not apologizing for it and just being passionate about like, oh, they're amazing. But anyway, again, Sorry, I'm like blushing so hard now. Rambling about such serious things. You guys, I think we can have multiple tiers of these clouds. Like, I think we'll be able to have a lower cloud kingdom and then an upper cloud kingdom, which makes sense because you would expect like the workers and the people who are going to be basically your zombie, like first eating line of defense to be maybe on the lower clouds. And we could name them after the different striations of clouds. Oh my gosh. Oh, really? Oh, Jen Yates? Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Thank you very much, Beth. But yeah, I'm fine now. I just had to get over, like, I thought I wasn't fine because I don't like to really go out. I love going outside every day to go on walks in the forest or around the neighborhood. I smile at people. I will have a small, polite conversation if I must. But it took me a long time to realize that I wasn't falling back into those habits just because I'm an introvert. So maybe I'll talk about that in the future too. All right, let's go ahead and put another sign down. And I would actually like to welcome, give me just a second. But you can also imagine how coming from that background, it was a huge freaking deal when I went to a country where I didn't even speak the language and lived there. Let's see. Dreams of Clouds. That's just the one that's just the phrase I'm thinking about. Planted by Lillian Rose. There we go. I have a little list of all of the January patrons who get what. And I'll probably change the signs up in the future. Yeah, Renee, I think that multiple tiers would be so much fun. Yeah, Renee, introverts unite separately in our own homes. But I'm doing a lot better. There's a difference between being an introvert and really struggling that way. Alright, you're gonna need to move, cow. Renee will be so sad if you get smooshed. Alright, back to creative-ning. I don't even remember how I got there. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions, I'll try to answer with something more cheerful. Alright, watch out, little chick. And boom! Interesting. Tree stump. And boom! I told you to watch out, cow! You were so lucky! You almost, like, I don't even, like, rooted, I guess? Literally turned into roots? Oh, this one didn't go up quite as high. It's so interesting to see how they all turn out so differently. Oh, hey, Osha, you still here? Because your tree is going to be coming up soon. Alright, let me get the clouds going. Ah, help, I got stuck. My head's in the clouds, literally. Yeah, I think a lot of us here are probably classified as introverts. Imagine that. I was actually thinking about that earlier because I saw an article on New York Times about how like social media and the internet is the death of true friendship. And I just felt that was so false. It was written by a father who, I mean, I can understand if he's like worried about his son focusing more on getting like Instagram likes than authentic conversations with people. That's different. I could understand where people are coming from with that argument there. But I met Chips online. We met on OkCupid. We are both introverts. Introverts gave me, like, the social media has given me you guys. It has given me my job. I'm pretty sure that the majority of the people, I think about this sometimes when I'm recording, actually. I think this, oh, goodbye, Moonworm. You'll be okay wherever you landed. But I think about this sometimes when I record and create stuff. The people who are watching my videos are probably not sitting with a group of people. They're probably alone. They might be a little bored. They might just be doing some homework, but they're probably by themselves, most likely by choice, but they want some companionship. So I actually find the internet and the kind of stuff we do, like what we're doing right now, I feel like I have company, but I'm in the safety of my own home. I get to be with you guys, but I am tucked in my house. None of the usual anxiety is there, and everything just feels nice to me. So I get what that dad was saying, but I think that nobody is really having a complex enough conversation about friendship and introverts and how the rise of technology can change everything. Anyway. Ahem. Oh, hey, Paint Seagull! What's up, Pain Seagull? Hi! Oh, Osha, hey! You're playing solitaire? Okay, yours is up after this. So, Paula. This is Paula's tree, so we need a P word. And I'll stop being so serious. I spent half my day recording wildcraft videos for the next month, and the other half my day, while things were like processing, reading all of these brainy articles about the digital age and socialization. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jack. Oh, thank you, Beth. See, and lately I'm realizing I've been doing so much reading about, like, people who are trying to form communities online. And I've been doing so much reading about what it means to have an online community, that it's a real thing, and that it's very important for people to feel like they have a place in a world that feels so overwhelming with choice, that I'm beginning to realize it's super important to keep our Patreon community really healthy and going, which is why I'm glad we're here tonight. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Okay, Sarah, you have to look up, like, okay, Paula is on the list, so we need to look up P adjectives so that I can focus. Passionate Paula, peaceful Paula, playful. Let's do playful Paula. There we go. I like that. Playful Paulas. Skyward spirals. I like that. There we go. Yeah, see, Beth, and finding your tribe, I always felt overwhelmed. Like, oh, geez, do I have to go do some hunter-gathering with these people? But I'm beginning to realize that finding your tribe might also just be fancy talk. Not for like, oh, these people are my lifelong defenders. We shall take down the saber-toothed tiger together. It might just be fancy talk for finding one place where you feel like your ideas can be understood, and the quirky things that you laugh about will be appreciated. Because like my beloved Chips even doesn't understand why every now and then I run into the kitchen lately and just cackle over the bananas. I'll just pick up the banana and I'll just start going banana na, 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 and just laugh until I cry. And Chips doesn't get it. He knows where it comes from, but he doesn't laugh about it the way that I do, or the way that you guys might if I start going on about bananas, right? So I really feel that finding your tribe can feel so like, whoa, that's so serious. Like, it feels like you're supposed to know all these secrets about people and you're supposed to be like the absolute best of friends. But I think it just means finding a place where you feel like your inside jokes are understood, that you fit in, and that you recognize people's names. It doesn't have to be super intense. I don't have to slay saber-tooths with people to feel like I belong. Retta, are you? You're taking a hunter-gatherer class this semester? Oh, please tell me something cool about hunter-gatherer, like lessons or definitions. I would be fascinated, especially with all of our niche tribes, right? Oh, and Osha! Oh, Pain Seagull, hey! Oh, Osha, yeah! Oh, see, Osha, oh my gosh, you guys are gonna make me cry. Exactly, Osha. I agree. Like, I have a lot of social anxiety, so being able just to come somewhere to kind of relax is, and well, not only relax, but just people know your name. They know some of the things that you like, and you feel like you can belong with your values and the things that you enjoy. I think that's all that a tribe has to be. It doesn't have to be the typical hunter-gatherer stuff. And yeah, backlog, I don't need kids. I just need more plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Osha, you're actually up next. I'm gonna plant you right here at the edge of the flower forest, actually. I think that you definitely deserve some nice flowers. So we're gonna stick you kind of, how about at the edge of this ravine too? That would be really cool. Let's see what happens if we plant it like right at the edge of the ravine, actually. Ooh, let's do right at the edge of the ravine. All right, Osha, this one is gonna be for you. 3, 2, 1, go. Swoom! Look at that, that's so cool. All right, up we go. Up we go. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. All right, you need to start thinking about your alliteration name for your wonderful, wonderful beanstalk tree. This is gonna take so long to make the Cloud Kingdom. It's gonna be so worth it. Tonight we're just planting. This is why I knew I could only plant January's trees. Because this is January's trees and February's trees were actually, February's trees are actually trees that are gonna drop candy, which is pretty cool. And then March's trees are actually going to be cow plants. So March's special trees are cow plants. And the normal trees, I think I might make them... I'm not sure. I gotta think about it. I thought I had an idea, but I can't remember now. Was it going to be double banana trees as a joke? Maybe. I think it was going to be like trees that had like tons of double bananas all over it for the banana nana joke. Hovering bean! Oh, that's so cute, Osha! Okay, we will create hovering bean. That will be your tree. If you can call these a tree. Ah, get me out of here! Let go! Alright, there we go. Whoops. Hey, you've already got some little friends. Oh, guys, don't let me forget about the zombie before we go tonight. Alright. Yeah, me too, Renee. I am the most, like, everyone's like, Siri, do meetups, come to the conventions. And I'm like, I don't think you want to, like, pick up my passed out, like, ah. Or people would be like, so, I don't think people would be disappointed, but I don't think people would understand what it would be to, like, hang out in real life. Because everyone would be like, Siri, like, they invited me to Minecraft Summit next month, which was really cool and really sweet. But when you kind of nose around, it's like a lot of like going out to clubs and drinking with the networking group. And it also, I probably would have gone to Minecraft Summit because it's in Sweden and it's going to happen next month. So all of like the Minecrafter YouTubers and streamers are going to be there. And it'd be cool to see some of my friends in person. But like, I've watched other people and I've talked to other people who go, and there's a lot of just like partying and drinking and going to clubs. And I would just be like, can I please go outside to go sit with the flowers? I feel like I would just spend the whole time kind of quietly talking to the centerpiece plant and kind of being like, so any good birds in the area? Like, I would try to go birding. I would be like, so, okay guys, I know that there's that really cool club where the entire place is an ice crystal palace, which is where like a lot of them went last year. The whole place was like made out of ice and it was a bar. But I would be like, but so I kind of heard that there was this rare species of duck nearby. Does anyone want to go see the ducks? So I would be terrible at that. I would be very bad to go through those kinds of things. I don't think people realize like most of my conversing in person is, look at that squirrel. Oh my gosh, this is the cutest plant. Oh, hey Jack, it's another Enderman. All right, floating bean. Gosh, I love that name. Okay. Anyway, sorry, got really excited about all that. That plant gave me a faked phone number. Oh my gosh. Oh, I would have too much fun. I mean, I don't drink either. I don't like have anything against people who do. Just like my family's genetic health, it sucks. So I'm vegan and I stack everything in my favor that I can. But I would just be like the odd duck out. Literally, I would be desperate. I would be like, somebody please help me find a duck. I need company because I am the odd duck. Oh, we could, oh my gosh, okay, that's true. If I did do some sort of like meetup or anything, it would be at a zoo with you guys and I would just like be tickled to pieces. But also probably you couldn't get a coherent conversation out of me because I would be at a zoo. Chips used to like go to zoos with people and it would only take like 2 hours. We go when it opens and we leave when it closes. And not a moment sooner. Oh, and backlog. Yes, I did open up all of the advent calendar stickers. I may actually make a vlog about what happened with the whole like advent calendar thing. and why I probably won't be doing like a lot of unboxings in the future. I have converted to minimalism. Spoilers. All right. Osha's adorable. There we go. Osha's Oshdorable, maybe? Here. Ah! Osh. Adorable. Osha, sorry. I just think it's so cute. Osha's Oshdorable floating bean. So cute. There we go. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Let's see. The Detroit Zoo, but my favorite zoo is probably the St. Louis Zoo, the Kansas City Zoo, well, the St. Louis Zoo, okay, the North Carolina Zoo, then the St. Louis Zoo, then the Kansas City Zoo, for the ones I go to regularly. If they redo the giraffe exhibit, I will like the Detroit Zoo a lot better, but it's also like $40. St. Louis Zoo is free, so I'm a little spoiled from that, and it's one of the best zoos I've been to. All right, we're almost done with the beanstalks, actually, guys. And then we need to move on to the little cloud trees. Renee, you need to go see Dixie and Maxwell for me. But not on a weekend where there's actually like spring break going on. You'll be miserable going to the Kansas City Zoo during spring break. The day we saw Dixie last year was actually one of the last days of school, so they had school field trips. And Chips and I like just kind of clutched each other and were tsunamied away by waves of children. Like you would never guess off of those 2 videos I made of going to that trip where I have the video of Dixie, but it was a tsunami of screaming children. And I like kids. But it was just like, oh my gosh, because, you know, it was the end of the school year and they were there to celebrate getting out of school soon. And they're at the zoo. And there's a lot of really nice playgrounds at the Kansas City Zoo. So it was a recipe for loud. Oh, there's a turtle. I haven't seen one of these guys in ages. All right, let's see. And boink. Nice. Okay, I'm actually going to name this one before I go up. This is Michael's Majestic. There we go. Michael's Majestic Beanstalk. All right, Michael's Majestic. There we go. Gotcha. Ta-da. I like this a lot. There. Almost. Close enough. There we go. Man, I can't... Oh, this one's cool. It's got like a little spot where you can see the sun through it. Oh, hey, Beth. Oh, sorry, Serena. I think we might have tagged the wrong person. Sorry, Serena. There we go. Oh, my Hawaiian name? Well, my real name is Sage, which is just like... Okay. Apparently, I always thought my parents, like, maybe were just being big hippies, and that's why they named me Sage. My other siblings have, for what at the time was considered kind of hippie names, but actually, ironically, all 3 of my siblings' names have become completely common, and, like, everybody has them now. My name is the only one that hasn't really seemed to pick up a lot of popularity, and when it does, it's only with boys, which is interesting. But I thought my parents were like big hippies and they wanted me to grow up to be wise, and that's why they named me Sage. For years I thought that. I thought, oh wow, my parents, like, they named me, they picked out my middle name and it was so important and it's in Hawaiian and it's 20 freaking 8 letters long. Clearly, they put a lot of thought into my name being Sage. They wanted me to go forth into the world, to try to study from the wisdom of the past, to try to make this world a better place. Through like spreading my own wisdom. So I actually, all through elementary school and middle school and even high school, I took my name really seriously. No pun intended for eventually growing up to become Siri, because I thought I was supposed to have like wisdom. I thought I was supposed to grow up and like represent wisdom. So I like got straight A's. I did whatever it took to be a good student, even when that was like really, I should have lightened up a little bit now and then, for sure. But it turns out my parents named me Sage Because when my mom was pregnant and tired one day, they were watching a Spanish soap opera that they couldn't even understand the words of because, well, my dad kind of could because he speaks fluent Spanish or used to. And one of the female characters in the drama was named Sage, and my mom just said, "That's pretty." And my dad's like, "Yeah, let's name the baby Sage." So that's how I got my first name. It wasn't because it was a plant. It wasn't because it represents wisdom and insight. It wasn't because they wanted me to go forth into the land and try to spread more wisdom into the world. It was because they saw it on a Spanish soap opera one afternoon. So I always laugh about that because I kind of gave myself my own destiny with believing it needed to be something bigger. So it does make me giggle. Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you. Yeah, I really love my name. I've tried really hard to live up to it, and that's actually, I'll talk about it in a vlog. That's where I'm going to be taking like a big part of my life coming up, is trying to share more wisdom. But that's also through sharing joy, I'm realizing. Same diff, same diff. Anyway, my middle name is Keila Mea Kakamihine o Aloha, and it means the beautiful flower or daughter, like flower/daughter of love. Because I was their first child, the child of their love. The first baby born 3 years after they married. So yeah, Keila Mea Kakamihine o Aloha. But I won't ever write it because as you could... Francis? Is that a villager? I might have to go investigate that sometime soon. Oh, thank you, Tanya. Oh my gosh, Dami, yeah? You were named after a Pizza Hut waitress. Oh, we can relate then. We can relate on that. I did meet the most amazing waitress in Austin, because of course I would meet a waitress named this in Austin, whose name was literally Happy Spring Day. And her parents got married. They were very hippie. I mean, she was raised in Austin, of course. And her parents' last name was Day, so they named all of their children variations of like Winter Day, Happy Spring Day, Summer Day. And I just remember when my dad and I were at the restaurant, like she walked up with the name tag and we were staring and she was like, "Yeah, my parents' last name was Day, so they kind of named us all." They named us all variations on that, so it was really cute. I have no idea who Francis is, but we will find out and I will fix it, but later. If I get distracted from the clouds, then I will be doomed. Okay, that was the last one, I think. Which one was it? Was it this one? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this one. This is Rowan's beautiful tree. So let's come down. And this will be Rowan's cloud tree. Are you okay, little guy? Are you okay, little guy? Jeez, Pigu. Here, we're gonna put down a couple pieces. Galaxy Star Cruiser? No way, Renee. Oh my gosh. I will say when I was a foster parent, we ran into a lot of children who had names like Budweiser. We knew a Budweiser. Let's see. No, that's Michael's Majestic Beanstalk. Okay. I don't think I've made Rowan's. Was that the newest one I did? That was the newest one. I was adding the clouds. Okay, so we have one more to do on this side, and this is going to be for Rowan. And then we are going to plant some trees up in the clouds. Let's see, and then Galaxy. Wow. Let's get this one, and I shouldn't talk though, because you guys know what I name my like legacy children in The Sims 4. Holy cow! Thanks for scaring the living daylights out of me. I guess I scared the living daylights out of you showing up in your forest and like planting a giant beanstalk, but still. All right, how far does our little cloud... Look at how big the cloud kingdom is so far. We'll have to expand it over time. Maybe we can do special projects to help out the king or the queen and her daughters, because I feel like it's a queen, and like her 7 daughters who live in the cloud kingdom. And we can do projects with them to expand it. And I think the bean plants will really love waterways, especially, because can't really do much with those. Oh, I can't talk about last names, but mine basically means good beer. For someone who grew up in a religious household and doesn't, like, nobody ever drank and I don't drink, it's really ironic to me to have like a name that means good beer. So maybe I shouldn't kind of chuckle at a kid. Well, I didn't chuckle, it was kind of sad at the kid who was named Budweiser because my last name means good beer. Oh dear me. I've never even had a sip of beer in my life, so who knows? Apparently some German ancestor of mine like made good beer, and that's where it comes from. Oh, lionfish! Blaze, that's so cool! I know, suddenly elephant. I don't blame him for yelling at me though. I must have scared the daylights out of him. Planting this thing here. Alright, I'm very happy with this. What do you guys think? I think the Cloud Kingdom, especially with all of the new people coming through, will be really interesting. I think having like the Misty Mages gonna be so cool. The Cumulus Casters. And Retta, I did see that you shared a fact about hunter-gatherers. I'm gonna have to go back and read it in just a bit. I got a little sidetracked, I'm sorry. But thank you very much for taking the time to share that fact. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, Jacqueline! Okay, this is a little bit Siri After Dark, but I'm gonna tell you guys, okay, cover your ears if you're young. It's just kind of a funny thing. But when my mom, you just reminded me by talking about like how you could accidentally mistype lionfish as loinfish. You just reminded me of a time my mom took my sister and I when we were very little. I must have only been 8. To Olive Garden after going to the library. One of the rare times that I remember like going to a restaurant with her before she got sick. But we sat down to eat like the lunch special together with all of our books. And my little sister looks at the book that my mom was reading, and it was called Pride of Lions. And my little sister, and you know how 8-year-old voices, when they're going to say something embarrassing, suddenly magnify loud enough that you're pretty sure they can hear you from space? Well, my little sister, in the middle of this lunch special in Olive Garden, yells out in the packed restaurant, "Mom, why are you reading a book called The Pride of Loins?" And I remember like the waiter behind her was carrying one of those big salad bowls and like it nearly slipped from his hands and everyone is suddenly staring at my mom, and I just remember my mom like trying to compose herself, and she's like, "Darling, it's Pride of Lions," but it was clearly a romance book cover. So I forgot about that. I forgot about that entirely until right now. Oh, thank you. That memory was buried somewhere deep, and I am just so tickled. I am so tickled. Poor mom getting called out reading a romance book in all of Olive Garden by her 8-year-old. Oh, I'll have to ask her if she remembers that. My goodness. Yeah. In fact, I should tell my sister because she has the 8-year-old now. So she's due for revenge, as my family likes to say. Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, we have now planted the last of the trees, Rowan's tree, and I'm going to go ahead and get a sign on it. Wow, this is going to be so cool. Look at the size of this place. Oh, I knew this was going to take us a while. I'm really glad I had your guys' company to do all of this. And this is looking really neat. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go up to the top and we're going to start filling in some of the cloud pieces and planting some of the trees. We're going to plant some fruit trees, some peaceful fruit trees. So you guys are going to have to help me decide what would a peaceful fruit tree be. Yeah, the Pride of Loins. I know, yeah, Beth, it was clearly a romance cover. So my poor mom, just, there was no escaping. Like, you couldn't even elegantly try to pretend that, oh, haha, child, it's actually a book about lions. I am a biologist. Ha 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 ha. You could not even pretend. Oh, gracious me. All right. Rowan, we have your... I'm kind of tempted to call it like the Rowan tree now, but I'll be polite. So, the royal Rowan. The royal, let's see. The Royal Raceway, maybe? I'm gonna call it Royal Raceway because maybe the royal children like to zip up this tree. Plus it reminds me of Royal Raceway in Mario Kart. Planted by Rowan. Oh, you know what? Backlog, that's a good point. This tier was beers and up for the big uns. And next tier we're moving to trees in the clouds. I think that's a good idea. I wish there was like a tree that gave off light, but unfortunately there is not, to my knowledge. Fill in some gaps. Royal Raceway is one of the Mario Kart tracks. I would know because we played all of Mario Kart 8, like all 48 tracks for New Year's. Okay, Peaches would be good. I do like Peaches. All right, so now I need to go ahead and think. What saplings to plant? I need to keep this part simple because there's a lot of trees to plant. Oh my goodness. So I don't want to make it too complex. I wish there was an easier way to add... Well, I guess we have the Moonworm Queen. She can add light. Beers and up. Beers and up. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Paint seal. Now I have to like look that up. That's just too funny. All right. I think Peaches would be a good one. In fact, Peaches would be really good because Princess Peach. I like that. And we just had Princess Peach. So I'm going to plant some peaches. We have the Moonworm Queen. I think it'd be good to have those. And then sapling. I think peaches, flowering oaks, actually, because those would be really good to just have as pretty trees. And then maybe white cherry saplings. What do you guys think? Should we go for kind of like an elegant royal motif here? What about rainbows? So what do you guys think about peaches, flowering oaks, rainbows, and white cherries? Maybe paper bark so that they could do some writing. Yeah, I like rainbow trees actually. I really like the idea of kind of doing a little bit of a mix. That would be kind of nice. Normally the rainbow oaks are like super special, but I think that'll be good. Oh my gosh. There's also magic. Oh, magic saplings. You know what? I think we're going to actually do some normal trees. So the peach and flowering oaks will be just for like decor, like extra decor. But I think we'll do magic and rainbow for the patron trees because that sounds very pretty. But I don't know. Maybe we'll stick to just rainbow. Magic is, but maybe a couple magic trees. Oh dear. All right, we'll start with some rainbows for Zoe because that's going to be the next one. All right. Gosh, I'm so glad you guys are having a good night. That just makes me so happy. All right, let's get some bone meal. It's so quiet up here. Away from all of the pigs and all of the noises. I feel almost a little lonesome. My goodness. Like, where's all my noisy friends? This is why I play modded Minecraft. All right, let's get a rainbow oak right here. Oh! Oh, that's so cute. It's almost like it attracted the rain. That's adorable. All right, let's do twilight oak. And then let's put this here. And I think it's okay to leave the diamond down. Okay, I'm just gonna go in order and kind of add things in. We're gonna call these royal rainbows because they're gonna be a special variety of tree for the royals. I think we'll stick to mostly rainbow trees. Planted by Zoe. There we go. I'm gonna make sure I keep track because there's a lot of these. Phew! Oh, is the Minecraft sound not on? What? I am so sorry. Now you guys, here, weather clear. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to working with this new system that I'm using. So I didn't realize that the Minecraft sound wasn't even on. Let's see what a flowering oak... I needed that bone meal. Hey, come back here. Let's see what a flowering oak would look like. Oh, lovely. Just kind of mixed in. Yeah, I think this will do. We'll kind of mix in a few to just sort of like fill in gaps, but I'll do most of them as rainbow oaks for specialness. Oh, this is so cool. And they're going to be so different everywhere. Awesome. Not very tall yet, but we'll see how they turn out. I don't think I need the Moonworm Queen right now. Okay, so Royal Rainbow. Royal Rainbow. And this would be planted by... And I can always fix the signs in the future too, if I'm a little off center. Kiera. There we go. But I have a teeny headache, so I'm gonna try to get this done, and then we'll come and we'll tidy up the signs, make everything a little teeny nicer. A little bit teeny nicer in the future. It'll just be good to at least have everything where it's supposed to be for once. Oh, wow! Oh, this is so cool how they're different colors everywhere. I know that's the property of how these trees work, but it's just cool to see. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I didn't know that there wasn't sound. Still getting used to this. But yeah, I think these will be like some of the specialties from here. Royal Rainbows. Maybe we'll find like special items that we can do. Planted by a sling. Royal Rainbow. There we go. Oh, this is so fun. And they'll be the only rainbow trees on the entire Cloud Kingdom, actually, will be the rainbow trees planted by patrons. And there will be no more after that. Is that a good spot? That's a good spot. And we'll just throw down another cloud bottle. Nice. Let's see. And then Luis. Gosh, I'm so happy to spend the night with you guys. I was a little tired today, and so that's why, like, because I promised Jack a Star Stable stream actually, privately, and then I wasn't able to do it because I was just so tired. But this is just right. I've missed just being like, hanging out with you guys as a community, you know? Ah, too many clouds. My head's in the clouds. Oh dear, that is too many clouds. I cannot even imagine. I guess in the Cloud Kingdom, they're not used to even paths. Like, that's a very foreign idea to them, that a path would be even. And I guess watch your step would have a completely different connotation in the Cloud Kingdom. Because you might have to, like, literally watch your step so you don't fall to death and die. Alright, let's see. Oh, hey, Lena! Okay. Oh, this is going to be so fun to get our trees planted everywhere else, too. Especially because I really have missed just privately hanging out with you guys. Let's see. The bird in the window story. Do tell, Osha. There we go. Aw. I'm going to be so happy to think about all of you while I'm zooming around the Cloud Kingdom for the rest of forever. Let's see. Oh, Osha, was it a cardinal? Because when we went on a walk, we actually saw, or one of the spring birds. When we went on a walk the other day, we saw at our neighbor's house a cardinal trying to go after his own reflection in the window. And that's super common this time of year because they have decided, like, that is a rival for my potential mate. And they'll fly and plunk at the window, especially, like, if they see their reflection. Royal Rainbow. And Paint Single, I have not, actually. And Jack, I owe you an SSO rain check. Planted by Hillary. Hopefully I can do that soon too, because I tried to find a cool outfit to put on for the whole full quest, and I was overwhelmed by how messy my closet is. Like, how can you get overwhelmed by a messy closet in a horse racing game? I don't know, but I was. So I really do want to actually spend a couple episodes just like organizing, or like spend a stream just organizing my closet someday, and like chilling and talking about Star Stable memories. Aw! Oh, I'm so glad that the bird's okay, Osha. Yeah, if it's springtime, so a lot of them have hormones in their body right now that will make them go after their reflection. Because the cardinal, he just would like fly after the other cardinal in the reflection, get all flustered. Planted by Danny? I think Danny. Because we just did Hillary's tree, didn't we? Oh dear, this is where I should take care. Hillary, yes. Okay. Sorry, guys. Curses. I have a teeny headache, so I'm gonna try to make sure we plant all of these and wrap this up. As much as I hate to hurry. I do want to get this done, because we actually still have to do February and March's trees. And guess what? It's April soon. I can't decide. Like, I kind of think I want to do trees that drop jelly beans. Which would be kind of cool, like making jelly bean trees. But February's trees also dropped candy, but I don't know. We might do like a little vote on it, and we'll figure it out together. And we're gonna keep it simple like we are this time. I used to let people pick from like dozens and dozens and dozens of different trees, and that I'm learning simplicity is one of the most important things I can do for myself. Okay, let's see. This one's for Becca. Royal Rainbow. Oh, a permanent part of zoo crafting. To memorialize all of you. Planted by Rebecca. There we go. Lovely. Alright, let's see. How about another one right here? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jack, I'm glad you understand. I really want to do more in Star Stable too. I get, like, tonight, I was like, oh, maybe I'll record Star Stable since I wasn't able to pull off the stream that I was hoping for. But the irony is, like, it's nighttime. And so I'm like, oh, but they'll know that I recorded at night. And then I just, I'm such a goose. I should have just done it. Well, no, because I'm here with you guys, but you guys know what I mean. It's just really silly. Night in Star Stable is very pretty. Planted by Emma from the universe. I love her Animal Crossing videos. There we go. Another one over here. Oh, Wisty! Hey, what's up, Wisty? Hi! I'm so excited to see you. Oh my gosh, this is just chill stream, by the way. Private Patreon stream. I'm planting trees. I'm going. We're working on it. Let's see. We just did Emma. Royal Rainbow. These are January's trees, but I'm getting over my anxiety fear. Planted by Jackie. And I'm owning up to the fact that they're very late, but we've just got to start somewhere. Oh, I love these. We'll decorate the Cloud Kingdom more in future chill streams too. Because I have a feeling you guys will love the Cloud Kingdom. And we can start spreading clouds through the whole world that are just like cloudy with a chance of meatball kind of clouds. How many of you guys remember the potato thing that Kath and Lubot and I did in zoo crafting? That was my idea. The whole potatoes raining from the sky thing, and then Lubot made it happen with redstone. But I was like, look guys, I love cloudy with a chance of meatballs, so we got to do this. Yeah, I think you can tell if it involves plants. It was probably my idea. Planted by Jasmine. Jasmine. Oh, thank you, Osha. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. Also, sorry I'm not more chatty, guys. Like I said, I recorded a lot of stuff today. Let's see. Oh, and it's 10:30. No wonder. That's like my immediate turn-off time. I am such a... Ah, that's my sign. I am such a silly goose, but like it hits 10:30 Eastern Standard Time for me. And no matter where we are. I don't even see like a clock anywhere. I could have been away from a clock the whole day. Planted by Delphron. Yay! I hope he's doing good. Settling in with his boyfriend in California. It's a big deal to move across the country. I'm glad he's been able to pop in and just like hang out now and then. Let's see. Well, not across the country, to a whole new country. He's from Ireland. Alright, and then this is Evanite, actually, who is often hanging out in our chats. There we go. Is this actually a chill? Oh, I'm so glad. Planted by Evanite. There we go. Oh, the potato raid! Yes, see, we're gonna make that happen again, my friends. Oh, thank you, Beth. That means a lot, because, like, that really means a lot, actually, Beth. That you're just happy that it's what it is. Because sometimes, like, especially because I'm trying really hard to stream 3 times a week, sometimes you get, like, really stressed. Like, if it's not perfect, don't bother. But that's actually one of the things I'm trying to destroy. If it's not perfect, like, it's no big deal. And I actually... seems like a little bit of a segue because I'm very tired and I get rambly when I'm tired. Umbrella Rainbow. Also, if I start going Rain Royal, do feel free to correct me. Planted by Zombie Kid, who has been around for quite some time. That makes me happy. Hello, Zombie Kid. Oh, how appropriate. Purple for zombies. Well, zombies are kind of green, but that's okay. Purple is a nice color for zombies too. But I'm trying, like, I think one of the biggest things that has... Oh, Renee! This one's yours! And it turned out blue! Hey! That's so cool! There we go. But there you go, Renee. Here's your tree. We found it. I'll give you a couple extra roots. Just, I don't know if you're as afraid of heights as I am, but I know that I would appreciate more roots if I was... if I lived here. But anyway, what was I saying? It means a lot to know that it doesn't have to be perfect and you guys still enjoy it. Renee! There we go. Because I think that's what stopped Warrior Cats, for instance, was I was so panicked that it had to be perfect because people were like, why is this not as good as the book series? And I'm like, because I have to write it in the same 4 hours that it has to be produced and released to keep up with your request. So I got really panicky about things have to be perfect, or like, why bother? And eventually it turned into things have to be perfect and I can't have fun if they're not. And then the truth is, when things are perfect, you're probably not having fun sometimes, but most likely not. And now I'm just trying to have fun, and all of the spirit of zoo crafting and doing our channel and having all of our adventures is coming back, and I think it's very obvious. And this is Desiree's. So I do need to talk more. Can I do alt? Oh, sorry, Desiree, I can't do alt text for the proper little notification, or the little notches over your name. But yeah, I need to make some vlogs talking about like letting go of perfectionism more, because I really think that it destroyed my ability to create for a long time and my ability to share authentic joy. Because I think that trying to be perfect can actually ruin your ability to see joy, because so often joy is found on unexpected paths. And if you have an idea of what perfection is in your head, then you have an expected path. If you go, oh, this is what perfection looks like, then you have a preconceived notion of what the situation's supposed to be. But joy is often found in the unexpected. So I think you can find joy in perfection, but I think it's rare. Whereas if you just try to find joy in the experience, you're gonna find it all over the freaking place. Pobity is nerfect. Did I say that? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Beth, I agree. Imperfection is growth. I also think that too. You shouldn't try not to achieve things. Like if you're a doctor, please do try to have a perfect management of your surgeon abilities on somebody's brain. That's different. That's technical perfection, which I think is very important. But when it comes to personal growth and creative development, I think perfectionism actually robs you of joy, because joy is found in the unexpected places. So if you have a perfect view of how your life is supposed to look, you won't be able to find joy, as it'll be very, very rare. It will feel like something that isn't part of your life. Whereas if you let go of the view of how you think your life is supposed to look and you just remain aware of the opportunities around you, and you don't think about what is perfect supposed to be, because to know something's perfect, you have to know what it's supposed to be. You have to have a definition. And if you let go of that definition, then you're going to find all that unexpected joy. But now I'm very tired because I'm rambling about things that I should say for vlogs. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Planted by Miss Moss. Is this a green tree? I hope it's a somewhat green tree for Miss Moss. Oh, it's a green tree! Oh, I'm thrilled. All right, let's see. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oops. Hang on. Okay, that was Miss Moss. Lily is next. Maybe over here? This one's a good spot. Man, we've got so many fun trees. I'm so happy. I'll be able to remember everybody, like forever, because I'm going to keep zoo crafting forever. That's something I've come to realize over the last few months, when I really gave myself some time to try to recover, is that zoo crafting is kind of my litmus test of how good I'm doing. Planted by Lily. Because if I feel inspired to play zoo crafting and to build up our world, then I'm taking care of myself in all the other places I should be. Let's wiggle over here. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. That means a lot. Like, it means so much to hear from you guys that the nights when I'm just tired and kind of rambly, I still might be able to offer you something good. And the warrior cats being kind of all over the place and organic is so much more fun to me, because you feel like you can watch a character grow, and then having the random generators, you're still on tether hooks. I love random generators. I'm actually building a huge random generator. Thank you, Julie. For my Sims 4 series that I can share with any of you Simmers, where it's going to be like, I counted almost 2,000 different variables of what could happen for your Sims random event. It's going to be really fun. But that's neither here nor there right now. This one is Laura. Okay, let me get this one. Royal Rainbow. Yeah, throw the perfectionism out the window. Planted by Laura? Laura. Laura? Laura. I shouldn't have looked away from the name list whilst and looked at what you guys were saying, because now okay, oh thank goodness it's someone. Who's this? Julie? Laura? Oh thank goodness. Look at our forest. Oh, this is just as exciting as when we do the Nympsia garden. All of these people are part of our community, and when I come, oh, I'm gonna cry because I'm tired. When I come up to the Cloud Kingdom, I'm always going to see, like, I'm walking on the support that our beavers have given us and up, and I'm looking at the beauty, and of course you guys too. I don't mean to like wax on about it. I don't care what tier people are at. I mean, the only reason like the patron is paywall locked is for security, as we've learned the hard way, and also so that I have an emergency. Emergency fund, because YouTube's weird. Oh, but thanks to you guys, actually. I actually, oh, that reminds me I have laundry in the basement. But when I was in the basement, I was looking at the little bookshelf that I keep in the basement of books that I want to keep, but not in my office. And I pulled the Warrior Cats Beyond, what's this one? Enter the Clans off the shelf so I can read it and get ready, because I'm feeling like doing it. All right, let's see. Planted by Cookie Brookie. There we go. I'm so glad you guys love the Rainbow Cloud Forest. This is beautiful. And it makes me so happy because there's an individual person with personalities, and it's what each of the trees kind of represent that really makes me happy too. Just like the Nymphaeas. I think, I don't know, I just always tried to take it really seriously that I was talking to potentially thousands of people, so that I could try to tell people to be happy. And that's why I made the Nymphaea garden. Like, people wanted me to do a shout out garden. You know, they actually told me to do like a shout out sort of thing. When I got my YouTube rep who talked to me, he was really sweet, but he was like, yeah, you should do like a shout out garden like this guy. He plants a like sign in his Minecraft world and gets shout outs, and it's great because it drives up the number of comments. And I was like, but he can't shout out everybody. And the guy was like, oh, that doesn't matter. It's just how many comments you can get. And I was like, but it just kind of blew my mind that I was being told to like make people try to like compete in a way when I wanted to build a community. So that's why we have a Nymphaea garden and we don't have like a shout out kind of garden. It's kind of different for the Patreon support, I feel. But I told him that I didn't want to do that. And that's why when I planted the Nymphaea garden to like celebrate the community growing all that time ago, the reason I was like, each one of these represents 100 of you is because I didn't want people to feel like they were excluded from the growth of our community. So that's actually the secret reason I've never told anybody why we do Nymphaeas for the whole community instead of doing like little shout out gardens and things like that. And then I tried to make opportunities with like the random comment picker for like NPCs and stuff. To me that feels a little different too, but to purposely try to encourage people to kind of like celebrate, that's different because that's like creating a character, and that makes sense that you pick a random name. But to try to celebrate the growth of your community through making people compete just didn't really gel with me. I get why people do it though, so I'm not trying to like slander anybody. But I digressed again. And yeah, that poor guy, he was so nice, but he just didn't quite get what I was and who I was and what I was doing. All right, we did Glarns, right? So this is Librarian. There we go. I just saw Librarian in Pocket Camp a little bit ago. Was this Glarn? Yeah, that was Glarn. All right. Oh, we're almost there, guys. For January's trees. Oh gosh, thank you, Osha. Yeah, I probably overthought the situation, to be honest, but I overthink pretty much everything. However, that's a good thing, because if you overthink in the clouds, you build a cloud kingdom, apparently. So I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, it's just, I wanted people to feel less alone. I think that's also why I did the Nymphaea garden, because making zoo crafting and building up our community, it comes back to what we were talking about earlier. Let's see, planted by Colleen. It comes back to what we were talking about earlier with we're building a community, a different kind of tribe, online. And it's a great thing for introverts. And I can understand how it's different from how tribes and communities have looked in the past. It serves different purposes. We are not hunting saber-toothed tigers together. We may not have each other's back for that. That's okay. I understand, guys. I understand. When the Barina comes to eat me, well, we're not that close, maybe. Maybe if we were, because like we're physically not that close. You're just gonna have to let me like screech if the Barina comes. But it's still an important kind of thing. And so that's why when I started making zoo crafting, I felt less alone. Ooh, this is a big one. This is a big one for Q-tip. But I started feeling less alone as a result of making zoo crafting. Even though I was still physically the same, like not hanging out with people other than Chips, because I'm an introvert. Because not just because of the subscribers, not just because of the number of views, but because I realized these people share a common interest. And until that point of my life, I was the weirdo who was obsessed with plants and animals and nobody else really cared. I didn't know anybody else who knew Steve Irwin or watched him or cared about him until I made this little community around zoo crafting. I created what I was trying to fill in my life, and it was the best thing I ever did. But that's why I never want our community to feel like it's competing. Because no matter what I'm doing, if I'm busy, if I'm being a goose, if I'm having another burnout, breakdown, and disappear for 2 months, I just always want people to feel like by having come into contact with the pixel biology community, you're not alone, because it's not just about me. It's about all these other people who also have an interest in what you like. And realizing, to me, the number of our community growing isn't a personal celebration as much as it's a celebration of how cool what we think is cool is, which is pretty cool. All right, I'm being quite the goose. So Q-tip, there you go. And enough of that nonsense. Oh, Wisty Fish, you watched the Nimsia episode? Yeah, like, as you can tell, there was a lot more going on behind the scenes for why I chose to do it that way. But I probably overthought the whole situation. Oh, I'm such a goose. But I love that. I think that's okay. Sometimes you have to go into those vulnerable places and be a goose and realize maybe I went a little bit further than I needed to on something to find, I don't know, just to grow emotionally. All right, that's for Amber. This one's for my daddy. All right, daddy. Okay, let's see. I keep telling them, like, it's so funny because I'm like, Dad, you know, when I'm helping you and Mom and like sending you money for the bills, I'm literally giving you back the money that you gave me to be a patron. But he really wants to be one of my patrons, so this is actually from my daddy. It just cracks me up because it's more of a gesture than anything, but let's do this. I want a big tree. Yes! Dad, you have a big cool purple tree. I'll tell you about it when you hopefully call me in 2 days on my birthday. I really hope he calls me. And then I'll tell him then. Royal Rainbow. There we go. Planted by Dino. In fact, let's do Dino. There we go. Because that's his favorite nickname. And then 2 more. Yeah, Paint Seagull. I read a book called Brene Brown, like about going into the more vulnerable places and being true-hearted. She's kind of an extrovert, so some of the book was hard to relate to. Wow, the trees are really big over here for some reason. This one's for Amy. But I just am trying to appreciate that sometimes when you do the scary thing, maybe things still didn't turn out how you wanted, but I think that we really are too focused on the outcome of doing the scary thing, or like, did I grow? And sometimes it's really good to do the scary thing and to kind of go into an unknown emotion just so you can kind of experience moving outside of your comfort zone. Gosh, that sounds so cliche. To be willing to explore emotionally is what I'm trying to say. Be willing to explore emotionally. And I think that is more important in some ways than being perfect or getting things right or wrong. Because if you're not willing to like explore emotionally and think about yourself and grow, then I think that you're gonna really miss out on a lot of life. There. And I'm too tired to think straight now. And I probably didn't make a lot of sense, but this is for Chris. And this is actually our last tree, so we just have one thing left to do for the night, guys. And it involves a villager zombie. Oh yeah, hey Paint Seagull. Yeah, my birthday, I'm turning 31, which is probably why I'm so freaking introspective. Planted by Chris. Yay! And that's the last of the January trees. I feel like a little glass shard of anxiety has been like removed now that I have finally taken care of such an important task. And look, you can see the beautiful flower forest below us. This is awesome. Librarian? Oh no, did I? Oh dear. That's what I get for talking. Librarian? Librarian? Oops. Whoops. Thank you guys. I was so tired. Librarian. Huh. Wait, did they actually spell their name differently? Okay. There we go. It's librarian, not librarian. That's actually how it's spelled in the Patreon. Oh, do you, Beth? Hey, happy birthday! In like an hour for me. Oh my gosh. All right, and that's actually how librarian spells their name in the Patreon. So I think that's okay. All right. Last look at our amazing cloud forest that we built together, where I basically talked about all sorts of silly deep things, but I've decided that building a community is one of the most important things you can do. And it doesn't mean we'll save each other from saber-toothed tigers. It just means that we'll like have each other's backs when we want to talk about things being cool. There we go. Fill in some of these gaps. But Beth, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Beth, my friend. Happy birthday to you. You know, that's only the second time I think I've ever sung happy birthday for somebody for the channel. Back when we were only like 3,000 subscribers, a mom messaged me and asked if I could wish her son happy birthday. So that was before I had even done a face reveal. And I did a little video saying happy birthday for him. It was a private one, but it was watched like 20 times. And she said that's because he kept refreshing it. Oh, I forgot about that memory too. This is gorgeous, guys. It's gonna look a lot better as we fill it in. We get more plants. We're gonna get like castles and buildings. Eventually we will have ways to expand more beanstalks, but the very first beginning was planted by you guys. This literally represents the support that you have given me to lift up and to create a cloud kingdom. Because the past few months, when I was like poofed for some time, man, things were rushy. But being able just to like know that I could eat meant a lot. So thank you. Not to get too much more emotional. All right, let's go celebrate another birthday. Since it is Beth's birthday tomorrow, Beth, I will allow you the honor of naming this little one. I'm so excited. We're gonna fly back to my house over at the farm. And we're gonna leave a surprise that the people who come into our stream will have no idea. They're like, who is this villager? And they'll be like, oh my, a refugee? What's that you say? From the Cloud Kingdom? Well, that sounds quite fascinating, but why don't you rest here? And you guys will know where it's from. And I will fill in the holes. Do not worry, my friends. All right, zoom, zoom, zoom. Where am I going? I have no sense of direction, so there's a high probability that I'm going in the wrong direction. I am going in the right direction. That's a miracle. I actually learned that there is a phrase for people who can only navigate by landscape instead of by names and numbers. I can't navigate by names and numbers of like streets, but I can navigate by trees. If there's cool trees in a neighborhood, I can practically close my eyes and figure out where to go. All right, so we need to cure this guy. Oh, Jack, that's the perfect name, Beth. Oh, what a brilliant idea. All right, let's come in here. We're gonna grab a D-zombie. Zombie. Let's see. De-zombification syringe. We're gonna get a fence. And we're gonna get Jack. No! You're not outside! Stop that! Ugh, it's a good thing I have your clone. Dude! Ouch! You're not outside! Okay. Note to self. We've got to dig a hole. We'll go to a quieter location while we're at it. Alright, here we go. Downstairs. This should be good. Alright. Who's the original Jack? The one who took a lot of damage. I have a backup clone, which is good, just in case. Stop burning! Why are you burning? Oh, he cured himself before death. He gives safari nets! You are so freaking useful! I love you! Welcome, Jack! Okay. Game mode C. Okay, hang on, buddy. I'm gonna get you healed up. So, syringe. Let's get a health syringe. And then, I think that should have healed him. Okay. Normally I don't use cheats, but these are some special circumstances. Alright, he's healed up. We have him! He survived, friends! It was a little dicey, I won't lie, but we managed it. Okay. And then anvil. Yeah, the farm gets noisy. And then name tag. There we go, little anvil and name tag. And I'm gonna name you Jack. Boom. There. Make sure I don't have anything in my inventory, because I'm not supposed to, because we used creative. I'm very strict with myself. Alright, and we're gonna leave him here. Alright, Jack. We'll see you next public stream. Awesome. That's so cool, guys! And now we have little Jack from that land. That's so awesome! Oh, we did dig a little grave for our zombie! Oh! And yeah, the zebra is very noisy. I thought you meant zebrafish, who's one of our patrons, and I was like, why is zebrafish so excited? Alright, we did good, friends. We did good. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank you for, like, having me stream. I was like, it's so late. But I kind of wanted to hang out with people, but I was too tired to do a public stream. So it was totally worth it just to be able to hang out with all of you guys. And talk life, like real life. I just feel like the most important thing I can do as I continue to do this and want to do this the rest of my life is have times where I try to talk authentically. Even if it's just privately to like you guys like this. Because it's just very important. And there's so many people in the sphere of social media dumb who are more focused on talking to people like they're potential customers. I just want to talk to people. Because otherwise, I just stay in my house all day. Jack 2.0, oh my gosh. Beth, I'm so glad you enjoyed the stream. I'm so glad that you're gonna have a nice birthday. I just realized you guys can't see what's in the yard. It will be spoilers. No spoilers. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think Zebra's busy right now. But again, I don't ever want people... That's something I really want to let you guys know. Those of you who are here, if you ever just have to step out for a while, I know we talked about community, but again, we're not hunting Barina together, nor being hunted by Barina. If you ever need to step out to take care of like whatever your life is about for a while and step back in, you don't need to apologize or feel shy or be like, guys, can I come back? There is no like date, there's no activity level. None of that. You come in when you want to and when you're ready. And you step out and you can just go disappear, maybe hike the Himalayas for all I know, come back and share the adventures when you're ready. So don't ever feel that kind of pressure that I see sometimes in communities where they have to like make an appearance. Because that's not what we're about. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great night. I'm gonna go because it's about 11. I'm normally asleep for half an hour by now. But I'm pretty happy. I am very happy. And that meant a lot to spend some time with you. So, thank you guys so much. Any last minute questions? I'm just kind of going to sit here and sip the rest of my tea. Just in case. Oh, I'm so happy. It was nice to hang out. But yeah, life happens, and we can be a community without you having to feel like you have any expectations beyond just being kind and being happy. Truly. So, alright. Oh, thank you for relaxing in real stream. Oh, thank you, Osha. Thank you. I needed that, I think. because I can't really talk like this with our public streams because it's just not like I'm trying to hide anything, but they're mostly 8 on YouTube. It's not the right place or time. Besides, I wouldn't have been able to tell my loins story about the pride of loins. Like, that's why we didn't have a sim stream. I need to get my Twitch up so that we can do like a little woo of the who without me glancing over at YouTube chat every 2 seconds and there's somebody going, Siri, I turn 7 tomorrow. I can't have my sims woo hoo when somebody is leaving comments on chat going like, I'm turning 7? What? That's why we're going to be moving things over to Twitch for sure. Let's see. And then the questions, what's my favorite mod? Definitely Harvestcraft and Mo Creatures and Chisel for, oh, no, probably the plant mod. I don't even think the plant mod is actually out anymore, unfortunately, because the creator was a little bit of an interesting guy, but definitely the Mega Plant mod. Harvestcraft, Mo Creatures, the dog mod that I have, Chisel, Carpenter's blocks. Like, those are the ones that I really don't know if I could do any of this with. And I like the one that gives me safari nets too. Let's see. There's new stuff in April for Jurassic World Evolution, Beth. Oh, I already had it on the schedule. That's amazing. I actually, here, I can show you guys. We have some new Jurassic World Evolution overlay. I stopped because I'm trying really hard, and if it's not weekends and it's not the last week of the month, which is important for like ad revenue, I'm trying to stick to 3 videos a day. So I temporarily stopped Jurassic World, but I was also waiting until we got art done. Where's my art for it? Here's the art for Jurassic World. There we go. Yeah, no loins allowed on YouTube, so I gotta get Twitch up and going so we can actually hang out with our sim streams. But this is the art for Jurassic World once we get going again that Alari finally finished up for us that we'll have fun with. But I was planning, it was actually on the schedule for April. Or was it April? I think it was on the schedule for May. Maybe late April. Everything is very flexible. My schedule is very flexible now to try to give a little breathing room and for when there's going to be updates and things like that. Folks, I get all my art commissioned right now. A lot of it's old that I've had for a long time. Most of it's commissioned from Alari, but I'm actually going to start trying to do a lot of it myself, actually. But yeah, Alari does almost all of our art right now. So yeah, Beth, if new stuff's dropping in April, I will probably go ahead and just start a new playthrough with the new stuff. And then backlog, is Pokemon Let's Go going to be the first Pokemon game you've played to completion? And it will be. And I am going to play it to completion. And I don't think we'll have enough time to start up Pokemon Moon again like I wanted before the new game will come out. Because I'm having fun playing Pokemon Go very slowly. I have had more fun playing Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee very slowly than I have had with like a lot of my series. Normally, and that's another big change you guys have probably seen since the beginning of this year. Normally things go really fast because I'm trying to keep up with the attention, pace, and demand of most of the audience. But I'm beginning to appreciate I love games played slow and roleplay style. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna have to see if we can survive and eat off that. Hey, I did have sim nudity on my channel, Renee. Shh. We don't need to tell people, but I did used to have nude sims on my channel. Let me see if I can actually show you guys in case I think I forgot, but the February postcard backlog was actually about our Pokemon Let's Go stuff. So let me see if I can find it. There we go. Is it? Yeah. What? It's upside down. Transform. Fneep? Whoops. Hang on. But yeah, I love playing good games slow because I add a roleplay element to it. And I'm just going to be a lot kinder to myself on that. But sometimes it's nice just to finish something. I'm not going to beat myself up for taking my time anymore. But this is, and I have it backwards somehow. How did I do that? Flip. There we go. This is the postcard that went out for the February patrons. But I think I'm gonna start trying to do like pictures and make the postcards myself for a little while. So we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, I love our Pokemon series. Those early days of no filters. Yeah, I had the no blur mod on with the Zoo Tycoon 2. Oh, I'm so glad. And I don't know if I have any art that I made. Oh, I have an art piece that I made. You guys want to see the very first piece of art I ever made for the channel? I do have, this is like 8 years old now, but I do have the very first piece of art I ever made for the channel somewhere in here. Let me grab it. All right, come here, you. Didweedwoo! I hear you, Sunflower. Oh, look what I found! This is not my art, but hey, Jack, Renee, Osha, look what I found while I'm looking for the very first piece of art I ever made for the channel. I gotta get that up and going again. Quarter 1. Oh, there's so many backups. Okay, it's in video development. There it is. Okay. I know you're here. And here it is. This is the very first piece of art I ever did for the channel. a thumbnail to go for my episodes. And if you ever watch the episodes, I actually animated the little cow head, the cow plant head. But this is the art from 7 years ago that I did for our channel. Oh, maybe I should have tried to redraw a cow plant in order to go ahead and do something for my birthday month. But yeah, that's the art I did. Oh, wait, did I say I didn't have any blur for Zoo Tycoon? Wow, I think it's time to go to bed. I meant Sims too. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. And yeah, Jack, I am so hard trying to make things so that we can stream on RimWorld, but streaming like does not bring in any money at all, which sounds bad, but I have to like make time. I have to finish all of my other work, make sure nothing is going on in the house, and accept that those 2 hours are just literally for fun. But I do want to make time for RimWorld because I freaking miss it, and I've been working on getting a RimWorld mod pack built that will involve dinosaurs. Oh, I haven't told you guys, have I? My goal for RimWorld, once we get it up on the Twitch channel, it's probably just going to be like us hanging out and playing RimWorld, which would be nice, is Project Arc is what I'm going to call it. And we're going to make it so that we try to get 2 of every animal in all of RimWorld. And I have cat mods, dog mods, horse mods, dinosaur mods, prehistoric flora and fauna mods. I have giraffes now in RimWorld, alpacas. So I want to get 2 of every animal for Project Arc. We might have multiple save files. We might have multiple like colony settlements, and that'll be our goal. And it will be legacy style, because I will have the child mod installed. I've been testing it out, and we're gonna just play legacy style. There's no winning. We just try to build up the world. That's kind of my goal. But all right, so there we are. The very, very first art that I haven't done. Yeah, I just haven't had the time. And to be frank, I probably won't have the time for a few more weeks because of just trying to help manage the house and keep everything going with my channel. And just watching after Chips, because he's kind of going through a lot. There are giant snails in RimWorld, Osha. Giant snails. They too are among the list. But alright, thanks guys. I'm gonna go ahead and nod off now, but it was really great hanging out together. I really appreciate it. So alright guys, any other questions, just toss them in alert replies. I'm probably gonna be busy for the next few days, like I warned you. things are about to get really, really busy, so I may not be around too much, but I will try to pop in and check for anything in alert replies if you guys need me. But alright, good night guys, thank you so much. I really needed to hang out like this, and I really appreciate it. So bye!